Mindset, a daily dose of practical wit and wisdom with a professional educator and trainer, Amazon best-selling author, United States Marine, television and radio host, Paul G. Markle. Each episode will focus on positive and productive ways to strengthen your mindset and help you improve your relationships, career goals, and overall well-being. Please welcome your host, Paul G. Markle.
All right, let's get right into it. Thank you once again for following Morning Mindset and sharing this and listening every day. I do appreciate it. Today we're going to talk about inspiration. Now, you may or may not have a job or a task or a career that requires you to be creative. Not just to follow a set plan, but to actually think and come up with fresh, new, different ideas. As your beloved host, and I hope I'm your beloved host, I have to come up with a new topic every day. Right now, according to my show notes, we're on Morning Mindset episode number 71, which means that I had to come up with 71 individual topics to talk about. And I will be honest with you, occasionally, if I'm sitting in the office and I open up the laptop and I need to write show notes, right? I won't be able to do it, or I'll find it difficult, or I find myself staring at the computer or thinking about other things or what have you. And that's because inspiration very rarely comes from behind a desk. Now, you can be creative and you can be productive behind a desk. You can sit at a desk and use your laptop to be productive or to create, but very rarely does inspiration come from there. Inspiration is the precursor to creativity. If you have no inspiration, it's pretty hard to be creative. Have you ever had someone say to you, let's say you needed to come up with a new sales pitch, or you needed to come up with 3 bullet points to sell a product, or something of that nature, and you're sitting at your desk and someone walks up and says, hey, give me 3 words to describe this product. Go. Or come up with a phrase to help me describe this product, or sell this product, or what have you. And you say, very few people can just on the spot spit out fresh, brand new, creative, multi-million dollar ideas. Most people actually have to take the time to think about it, and they need to be inspired. Now, you may find inspiration in your own way. There's lots of different ways to find inspiration. Personally, my inspiration generally comes from getting outdoors, from going out into the field, wherever the field may be, the hills, the desert, down by the ocean, what have you. Ernest Hemingway, Zane, and Rudyard Kipling all found inspiration in travel and the outdoors. Now, Hemingway and Gray, if you look them up, they're described as anglers and outdoorsmen and conservationists and so forth. Rudyard Kipling, the man who wrote The Jungle Book, and Gunga Din, the poem that you may have read when you were in school, he traveled. Kipling traveled. He was born in India. He returned to the United Kingdom. He lived in the United States of America. He traveled to Africa. He got around. And what I'm going to tell you is this: if you're looking for inspiration, stop looking for it from behind your desk, because it's really hard to find it there. I don't know if it's the fresh air or the sunshine or a combination of the two, or wide open spaces, or lack of clutter, or lack of distractions that helps me. But I think it's probably a combination of all those. For instance, when I go out into the field, I take my rifle for a walk, I'll go out and I'll sit, and I've been doing this for probably going on 20 years now. I always make sure that I take a notebook with me, because generally as I'm sitting there quietly and patiently, looking for game, looking for varmints or what have you, I'll have ideas, because I'm not distracted. There's no other people around me for the most part, and I'm just left alone with my thoughts out there in the open. Now, that might not be your bag, man. Maybe you might want to travel to the beach and sit in a beach chair and just watch the waves roll up on the beach. Watch the tide. That could be your thing. You might just go to a park, sit on a bench, and watch the ducks swim across a lake. Whatever it is that helps you find inspiration, I can pretty much guarantee you that you're not going to find it sitting behind a desk. And yes, in case you were wondering, I came up with today's topic while I was sitting out in the field, taking my rifle for a walk. As a matter of fact, in my little pocket notebook, I wrote down numerous topics for Morning Mindset. So you're welcome, and I'm glad, and it worked out very well. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Please, if you would, go to Amazon.com if you'd like to read more from yours truly, Paul Markle. You can go to Amazon.com, easy for me to say, and you can get a paperback book or a Kindle edition from the Kindle store. Books such as Dad Rules, Wit and Wisdom from a Dad to Whom It May Concern, Team Honey Badger, Raising Fearless Kids in a Cowardly World, Faith and the Patriot, A Belief Worth Fighting For, The Intolerant Christian, and many other titles by me, Paul Markle, are available to you on Amazon. If you do nothing else, share this with somebody else in your life. I'm sure you know someone that could use it. I am your host, Paul Markle, and I'll talk to you again real soon.
Thank you for spending time with us today. To get show notes, submit a topic request, and for more from your host, Paul G. Markle, visit morningmindsetpodcast.com. That's morningmindsetpodcast.com. Please leave a review for this podcast on your favorite podcast player. We appreciate your time and effort, and we look forward to reading your honest feedback.